Okay, so question 2b, part 2. State whether the North Island or the South Island has the greatest variation in the number of changes per month. So what does the North Island or the South Island have the greatest variation? Right, so I'm just going to delete these over here. Now, variation just comes from like the differences between maximums and minimums and like, you know, your ranges are in, and it's quite obvious on this one that the North Island has a lot more variation than the South Island. So if you just write North Island, here North Island, because it's kind of clear that North Island does have more variation, that would get you an achieved for this. But if you want the merit for this, you need to kind of explain that. So North Island, because there are more sort of bigger differences in the peaks and the troughs. Now, also you may kind of want to talk about this and this here. So for South Island, between was that 2004 to 2007, there wasn't those, well, there wasn't any jumps in the differences between this. So there wasn't really any of those, wasn't any spikes in changes. This also occurs in sort of between 2012 to 2016 as well. Whereas for the North Island, starting around about 2008, the massive spikes and drops seems to be pretty normal. So lots of noise, really, isn't there? Okay, so if you can just and then yes, sort of refer to the fact that that's happening every 6 months, so these big jumps, so more variation. So sometimes people are kind of likely to change and sometimes they're not likely to change. Okay, so that will get you a merit for that kind of answer. Yep, if you well describe that, but even if you just write that you think it's the North Island and you don't back it up with anything, you will get marks for that. But I wouldn't rely on that method. Sometimes some papers they ask really basic questions like this, but then if you don't even back it up with anything, they don't give you the mark for it. So always try and back up any answer that you give with at least some idea of something. You know, it'll at least give you a bit of an opportunity to get some marks from it.